Hey guys, Blank Papers here.
This is a bucket.
Hey Spy, can you not interrupt me here? What I was gonna say was this is the channel, and you're just bringing out bucket here. Listen, I know you're trying to do something, but don't interrupt me again. Can you do that for me? Thank you. Alright, let me do this video now. TF2 is a classic I return to every now and then. Sure, my time is being occupied by Marvel Rivals as well. But I do every now and then feel the urge to go back and play this game. What I also like to do, however, is reminisce on the innocence of when I first got the game. The Steam page was playing the MVM trailer, then followed by the Pyro trailer, and that shiny green button was calling my name. Ah, damn it. 141? No way.
Too powerful.
What soon led to a great friendship to friendships, to getting invested into the YouTube community, to now being over 900 hours in it, it had to hook me somehow. And that was through the trailers. At least on the wiki, it was quoted from Robin Walker that the trailers were used as a tie-in strategy for TF2 of continually updating the service. Ooh, wow, that aged poorly. He goes on to say that it entertains the people who haven't played TF2 with the chance of getting them to play. That's probably why there are so many animated trailers and talks of a TV show that eventually fell through, but it did eventually lead to the release of another popular animation, Expiration Date, the initial pilot for the canceled show. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's wind back. On January 16th, 2009, we got our first Meet the trailer. Meet the Heavy.
I am Heavy Weapons Guy. And this is my weapon.
This short animation is extremely simple and showcased the Heavy's personality through an interview. And showcased it was. Meet the Heavy, while only showing at the end how the Heavy actually operates in the game, the trailer was always just about getting the characters across. I don't think I really met an FPS trying to sell me their characters as much as TF2 did during this time. Or even before. Sure, Sergeant Johnson was a thing.
Thanks for helping out.
No problem.
But other than that, FPSs were mostly serious. Halo also did have a bit of Starship Troopers in it, but really only a little bit.
Sweet liberty!
While most FPSs probably had hidden personality in them, it's pretty clear that TF2 was one of the only ones wearing their personality on their sleeve. And TF2 Meet the trailers were drilling that in. Meet the Heavy wasn't probably stellar at the time, but they're classics these days.
I've yet to meet one that can outsmart Bullet.
Alright, what else do we got? Oh yeah, 3 days later, they would bulk release a good amount of other trailers on the site. So let's go through them by release, I guess. Right off the bat, Meet the Engineer shows you how much guns he has, and while the trailer is infamous for lying to you, probably the worst of them all, it does showcase the Engineer's rather chill exterior, but under it, a deep-seated psychopath lives.
And you best hope not pointed at you.
Meet the Scout has the Scout be super freaking fast. The only characters I knew were fast were Dash from The Incredibles, The Flash, and Sonic the Hedgehog. So the Scout, while I see he wasn't insanely fast, it was pretty clear he was fast. Like, whoa, that snail is fast. And so is Scout. Fucking stupid. After showcasing what actually is Scout's most busted attribute, we get showed Scout's most useless attribute. I mean, look how long it takes to actually beat this guy with the bat. Followed by this rude, fast-talking psychopath. Huh.
Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people.
Meet the Demo Man. Drunk guy saying something we can't even imagine.
What makes me a good demo man? If I were a bad demo man, I wouldn't be sitting here discussing it with you now, would I?
Followed by him killing a lot of people. Hey, like most pub demo men. Watch this drunk get interviewed while being a mass murdering psychopath, saying this awesome line.
Oh, they're going to have to glue you back together in hell!
What a great line. Wait, what did I just say? Meet the soldier. He's a great soldier telling his men how to do stuff.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that.
And I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it.
This time, it's not an interview, but rather, Soldier depicted as being in a war film. We see this merc do what Demoman was doing earlier, and pub stomping like crazy with direct rockets, splash damage, and rocket jumping to places. And at the end, he's shown to be a psychopath. Moving on. Meet the sandwich. We have a recording of a sandwich in the fridge while a fight breaks out between a heavy versus a scout and a soldier. He's hurt, so he eats the sandwich.
My blood! He punched out all my blood!
Oh.
You call that breaking my spine? You red team ladies wouldn't know how to break a spider. My spine!
For someone well spoken, I wasn't expecting such a psychopath. Meet the sniper.
Sniper's a good
job,
job,
mate. Here we show him getting out of bounds, doing a taunt that doesn't exist, and
Not a crazed gunman, Dad. I'm an assassin. What the difference being one has a job and the other's mental sickness?
wow, he's the first sane motherfucker. For the most part, the Meet the series follows an interview with each mercenary. Each guy introduces and explains himself to the theoretical interviewer, and so, in this situation, the personalities can flourish. While there is a bunch of psychopaths in a singular room, it seems it's a bunch of funny psychopaths. At least. I mean, you gotta be at least a little bit insane to take such a job, but in turn, we know who each character is. Scout's a cocky douche, Envy's a chill mother hubba, and Soldier's just insane.
Unless it's a farm.
But we were missing a couple of key players, and it seems those key players were taking a while because there were bigger plans for them. While it seems that the other mercenaries got a little bit lucky with their end of the stick, it's pretty clear that these guys had something more to them. A bit of mystery, or an integral role that had to be thought through more to represent. Enter Meet the Spy.
Hey, it's still here!
All right then.
Gentlemen?
Meet the Spy took a different approach. Kinda like Meet the Soldier, and unlike the rest of the mercenaries, the trailer took more of a cinematic approach. There is no in-universe camera, and all the shots are very much non-diegetic. And instead of having a one-sided conversation, Meet the Spy has the spy talking to the rest of Blue Team. In turn, we get a really good idea of what TF2's most unique character is all about. Sneaking around and disruption. Sneaking around and Sneaking around and disruption. While it does show Spy to be a bit more powerful than he actually is, both exaggerated in how well he does stuff and how stuff can be done in general in the game, Meet the Spy is a thrilling narrative about the power and feeling of when we play our beloved class. While it's not very common these days, I think we figured out how to beat spies. When they go wild, you feel the presence of the spy like how you did here.
We still got problem.
Big problem. All right, who's ready to go find this spy?
Right behind you.
It would take 2 years before we get to Meet the Medic. And we even see the concept BTS of the previous version of Meet the Medic that got scrapped and posted on YouTube. It even got some quotes from the creators.
We'd made a fundamental error in judgment. Playtesting made us realize that we invested a huge amount of screen time on the nuts and bolts of the birth of an inanimate object, when we should have been focusing on our star.
So that explains the delay, but what did we get in return?
Are you sure this will work?
I have no idea!
Meet the Medic is another cinematic masterpiece on the likes of Meet the Spy. And man, it is beautiful. We finally get a glimpse of the #1 support of the game being probably the most batshit insane character of the game.
When the patient woke up, his skeleton was missing, and the doctor was never heard from again! Anyway, that's how I lost my medical license.
Literally carrying the team to victory, as Medic does in actual games, and hence why no one plays them. Gosh, just switch to Medic. While there's one lie in that the quick fix can't Uber, apparently it's confirmed that the quick fix is a prototype, and because of that, it can only Uber one time, and that was apparently in the trailer. Whether or not it was intentional to make it that way, or a cover-up for keen watchers that pointed it out, Meet the Medic is still a masterpiece of what the team created. But I don't think that beats the first one I watched. A year after Meet the Medic, Meet the Pyro came out, and boy, were people wanting it. This mysterious merc had nothing revealed about them. No gender, no clear voice, nothing. People were getting antsy, and when it came out, Meet the Pyro brings back the interview part into the swing of things. Oh, it's actually the other mercenaries. Oh, it's the fear the other mercenaries feel.
I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
Right away, the mood from the other trailers are different. Spy was more of a thriller, Medic was more action, so Pyro, you get horror. You watch as he slowly burns everything down, only to see a funnily innocent view of the world. It's actually a pretty funny contrast, really, and very TF2. I mean, the Pyrovision sections do distract from the horrors of the scenes, but when you really look at them, oh god, it's chilling. I think this is my favorite Meet the Team video because of the crazy contrast and the amazing held shots. The Pyro burning buildings with spectacular flames, the head tilted in confusion as the flames reflected upon his lens, the slow pan away from Pyro happily walking away to find it's the open stomach of a soldier, showing Pyro slowly walking away with no emotion. Just imagine having those frames in your head. And then in game, seeing a Pyro swim in a kiddie pool. It's a good thing there's a second half to the trailer that has Pyro view the world in such a happy lens. This is why I love the Pyro's trailer. You get the darkness that this guy gives with the sweet side to help him mesh with the other mercenaries. It's such a fantastic trailer for that. Of course, that wasn't my first trailer. My first trailer was Man vs. Machine. What a remarkable trailer. Of course, I suspected it was an alternate mode of the game, but still, the 3 minutes of watching that trailer got me riled up as a kid. Kicking ass as one of the shown mercenaries, seeing them as a group ready to take on the bots. Oh shit! Then 2 years after, now we get to expiration date, and it's a long one. But I love all the characters interacting in real time like this. It's just fun to finally see these mercenaries chill out like this, because the only times we really got to see them interact was through, well, the trailers. 15 minutes of the mercs just kind of living their lives and interacting with one another is something I thought we'd never get. But here's TF2 giving us this breathtaking amount of cinematic. It's a lot, so I honestly just recommend watching it for yourself, as well as the other trailers if you haven't watched all of them yet. I wouldn't be able to do it justice just describing it here. There are a few more trailers from TF2, like Tale of Two Cities, Love and War, Jungle Inferno, and the one with the earbuds, but I feel like I described all of the major ones. In general though, I don't think there was a lot of failure entertaining the masses to play TF2. But the problem isn't leading the horse to water, it's leading the horse to an empty lake. Or off a cliff. Oh well. TF2 is honestly so fun to return to even after all these years, and especially after the bot crisis. I'm kind of over the content drought. Pub stomps galore and random crits be damned as well. Putting up a TF2 casual match and playing your heart out in it is some of the most fun I've had playing video games. And while there are games that are constantly popping up, eventually overtaking the oldies more and more, I simply know in my heart that TF2 urges just sparks and comes.
Dear God, nobody's gonna get this joke.
I'm Blink Papers, and if anybody asks, yes, if I were a bad YouTuber, I wouldn't be here.